Good morning, everyone. I wanted to make a quick video to not only introduce myself to the world, but also share my thoughts about jiu-jitsu that I have. My name is Desmund Reid. I'm currently a black belt under Professor Joshua Miller, who himself is a second-degree black belt. I train in Augusta, Georgia. Been training jiu-jitsu for going on 9 years now. My thoughts or my views is that me personally, I'm a full-time dad. I'm full-time worker. I'm an anesthesia tech and I work in the hospital in the main OR. Also on top of that, I'm a single parent. So with all that being said, I just want any other parent, whether it's a mother or father that trains jiu-jitsu, to not think that, yes, you do have to train full-time. And to really make success and make a mark in jiu-jitsu, you have to really dedicate yourself to that. But on top of that note, with my busy schedule and the way my life is set up, I train 3 to 5 days a week. No gi, it doesn't matter, primarily gi though. Throughout my 9 years, through every belt, white, blue, purple, brown, and black, I have competed. To not much success, but my success per se really didn't kick in until brown belt. That's when everything started to make sense. Once I got my brown belt, the understanding of techniques and really understanding what leverage really means, everything started to make sense. It wasn't until brown belt that I actually started really winning matches and really making my own personal mark with myself. At brown belt, I went to Beaufort MMA for a submission-only tournament, and that was my way of placing second in two divisions. Openweight division submitted another brown belt. I submitted a 250-pound white belt and then competed against my partner who I got tapped against to get second place. I competed in several new breeds, local submission-only tournaments. I mean, you really just gotta, competition is good. It tests yourself, it puts you at will. You can't fake the funk when you're on the mats. At the end of the day, once you put yourself out there, you're out there. There's no stalling, there's no playing around. Who gives a damn about points? At the end of the day, it's all about the submission. And that's what the number one goal should be, should always be. There are a lot of guys that are blessed with the opportunity to train full-time. You know, not everybody has that luxury. But for those of us that have to maintain a full-time job, that do have kids or a kid, or they are in a situation where they can't, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You can still hang with the big dogs on that high level. It's all about how you train. It's all about what you dedicate yourself to. Sitting on the couch when you get home from work is going to cut it. I don't give a damn how rough of a day you had. We all have shitty days, but at the end of the day, sitting on the couch makes no one successful, puts no one out there. No one will know about you sitting on the couch watching TV all night, drinking beer, whatever the case may be when you get home. It's not going to cut it, period. For my own personal schedule of 3 to 5 days a week, at least 2 days a week, I do my own strength and conditioning at home, primarily kettlebell, which I prefer. It's just that it's all about how you train in your own personal mindset. When I started training jiu-jitsu, I was at home doing Gracie Combatives DVDs for maybe 3 months or so. My daughter's mother at the time helped me drill the techniques. So for 3 months, I was at home drilling Gracie Combative DVDs, their techniques on mats I bought from Walmart. They didn't even stick together. They was mats you rolled out, and I wiped them down every day with alcohol. Until I first found my first jiu-jitsu gym to go to. I didn't join, but I at least went there every weekend. At least once or twice a week, I went there under Professor John Oliveira, who blessed me with the opportunity to even train with him for free like that. With just the Gracie Combatives as my foundation, I held my own decently. Still got smashed. There's no other way around that. You're gonna take your beatings. You're gonna take your ass whoopings. You're gonna be the nail for a long time at white belt. Hell, sometimes the purple you still getting nailed every now and then. But it's a good thing. It's a blessing to have that. Keeps you grounded. But dedication takes you a long way. There's a lot of times I just got smashed. There's a lot of times I got frustrated, didn't even want to continue doing it. But at the same time, it's about what you want and what you want to get out of it. I love self-defense. I wish I could train more of it. But you got to make time for what you want to do. That's why we got Open Mat. Find somebody you want to drill with, make it happen. But for high-level competition, as a full-time parent, someone holding down a full-time job, it is possible. You may not be able to get the results you want, but with the right training, with the right dedication, with monitoring your diet and keeping a good, strong mindset, anything is possible. Recently at a New Breed tournament, about 2 weeks ago, I strictly went to help coach my teammates. And then just to hear one of my partners had told me, Amberly came over and asked me if I had my gi with me. I told her I traveled with a gi in my belt. Next thing you know, it's a black belt who doesn't even have a match. He has a friend to fight, but there's no fun in that. Long story short, I found out who I needed to talk to. Paperwork was thrown on the table, and I went out there. All on the line. Nothing I had prepared for, nothing. You always got to be ready. You always got to be on standby. Eat right, train hard. Any given moment, if you got to step out there on the mats, you should be prepared for it, period. No excuses at all. Get your ass on the mat and put it out there. Fought 2 freaking tough black belts. First match with the entire round, back and forth. He dominated me, and I just did my best to fight as hard as I could to give him a good challenge. His best friend tapped me in 4 minutes. It's all good. First match as a black belt, unexpectedly, and actually held my own against 2 high-level guys. That's a victory in my world. It's all about a good mind frame. Hero and Gracie says now, keep it playful, which I understand that now. At first, you gotta understand where he comes from with that whole idea. And now I understand, because everybody likes to say it's a killer be killed mentality, which hell yeah, it is. But every now and then you really gotta feel the technique. That's what drilling is for. Feel the technique out. Understand why and why not. Why you gotta put pressure over here instead of over there. Breaking down the guard in reference to preventing your opponent from having his guard retention, his or her guard retention. Small details go a long way. So once you drill enough and you get that feel down pat, you get your technique together, hell yeah, you can start going hard. You can really bring it in now. But you can't just spaz out thinking like, yeah, I gotta go hard, it's kill or be killed. Yeah, know what the fuck you're doing first. It goes a long way. But anybody out there, any parents out there, anybody out there that's just obsessed and in love with jiu-jitsu, I understand. And if you have competition goals and you think like, oh, I only train X amount of days per week, I got a job, I got kids at home, I can't afford to train that level, bullshit. Don't tell yourself that. All the way. You have to believe in yourself and know and have faith that even at a high level, you can still hold your own against them. Small goals, small victories will lead to the big ones that you want in life. And you have to start telling yourself that. Doesn't care. They may train full time. They may train 5-6 days a week, 2-3 times a day. My 3 to 5 day training ass will still go out there. I don't care. It's a mentality. You got to have it in you. Stay on go mode at all times. Keep your diet clean. Train hard. Train smart. Something's jacked up, don't train on it. Been plenty of times I had a sore ankles or banged up knees from training. Lift your upper body. Train your upper body. Lift those weights. Pulled a muscle in my rear during my fight to win pro match. Only time I took time off. But I still got on the mats, and at least I observed and I watched class to keep that technique in mind. So when I got back on the mats, I feel like I didn't miss too much of a beat. Right back on rhythm within the first week. Stay dedicated, constantly learn, constantly study. There'll always be somebody out there. Don't ever think that you're not able. You always have the opportunity. Every damn day you wake up, you have opportunity. So keep that in mind. Don't stop training. Push your ass off. Get off the damn couch. Pick up that kettlebell. Pick up those weights. Get to the mat 10, 15 minutes ahead of time. Find somebody to drill with before class even starts. Anything is possible. So for everyone out there, have a good day. Be blessed. Train hard. Us.